Co-host, DC the professional.
The professional.
We're here to talk some sports, man. We're gonna talk about today's games and what went on. Let's talk about, man, the finish of Steph Curry, man. Wow.
Man, I mean, that's definitely the greatest shooter. I mean, there's no way around that.
Nowhere around it. Nowhere.
Because shooting is shooting. It don't matter what age of basketball that we're in. Because we're talking about shooting from half court.
Right. What do you think about them and them saying that as far as trading either Poole or Klay Thompson? You can never get enough shooting.
No, you can never get enough shooting. We don't need to trade nobody. We got to stick to the
script.
Stick
to the script. Right.
Yeah.
Right now, who do you think, if you had to put it, who would you rather come off the bench, Poole or Klay Thompson?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now, Klay Thompson.
I said that earlier, too.
Because until he can get a whole full, now
feet up under.
Yeah, now he's going to get this whole summer now. You know what I'm saying? He's about to get this whole summer. So that's what I would definitely take Jordan Poole starting. But the thing about Jordan Poole is pretty deadly coming off the.
Man, that guy is deadly fury. That's the Michigan guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Definitely.
The thing about Jordan Poole is I love his confidence. He's gained a lot of confidence within playing up under Steph.
Yeah, but see, guess what one of the mainiest things about that is, though. One of the biggest, the people they talk about bringing you into the NBA draft, and they had him as one of the worst players in the NBA draft.
Are you serious?
Yes. This is Factz.
You're the professional, so I take.
We're talking about Factz.
Wow.
Anyone can look this up. They had it because what they said is that he was loose with the ball.
I bet a lot of teams are in fucked up with that. Like, God. Because you never know with a player, man. Like I didn't know that he would turn out to be this caliber.
Player, if you watched him at Michigan, he played pretty much the same way. And the thing about college is, you can put 4 or 5 players on one player. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference to gauge it. You know what I'm saying? He's loose with the ball because he could play with the players.
Correct.
He's an NBA player. Some players are already NBA players playing with kids.
Do you think a lot of these players within the NBA that gets that opportunity? Can we see a next do every team you think have a Poole that's that ready, that's that already into it, that how he played, the charisma, the being aware of the game?
I do.
Okay.
Because there's always a new person next year, but nowadays it's somebody every day. And the thing is, each team has a young player like that because the way basketball is going is geared towards a young player.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of good young players like that, but you have to give them a chance.
Give me a young player that the NBA should be aware of that you may have seen coming up within the last 2 years that you may look at and say have a potential to be like a Poole that could be next in line.
As far as a Jordan Poole?
Yeah, like one of those players that emerged like a Poole, or I even go to guy from Memphis, man, that I felt like should have been comeback player of the year. Because I don't think Morant, and I'm going to get into this a lot, I'm going to talk about the John Morant thing. A lot of people are not going to like me on that 7.
But before you get to that, answer your question.
Yeah.
From the Spurs, Murray.
Murray?
Yes.
Murray, hey, man, that guy can hoop. He's taught to be a point guard, too.
That guy is
very
nice.
Tall,
he's nice. That's what you know what I'm saying? That's a Jordan Poole type of take over the game. You know what I'm saying? He's nice with it.
Man, we're going to look out for him. I'm going to transition to this. Let's talk about the MVP. They robbed him. They fucking robbed Joel Embiid. They robbed him. I don't think Jokic should have got it.
Listen.
No, don't listen to me, man. They robbed him. That was armed robbery. When it that,
hey, listen,
that's robbery. Where I'm man. Come on,
listen.
Man.
Of course, y'all didn't know about our show, our other show. One thing we say is hip hop, no politics. How come it could be basketball, no politics? Because this is politics of reason why he got this. There's no way he's the best player in the NBA.
Man, this is what I'm saying. They need to change the voting. Shout out to Stack, man, Stack 5, Steven Jackson. He said something that was true. Y'all need to change the voting, man, as far as the NBA go and how y'all vote for this MVP.
That's what
I feel like there's no way he's out of the playoffs.
It's not even. It's not just
Joel. It showed growth.
Listen,
he showed leadership this year. He showed how to galvanize a team. Let's think about this. Joel was just down 2-0 without him. Come back in there 2-2. See, come on, man. If that ain't an MVP.
A lot of the same excuses they make for one player, they can make for, a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't have this guy and he don't have that guy. But there's a lot of teams like that. And there's a lot of players. And we're talking about. So, I mean, of course, there's people in the NBA going to say, oh, I'm in the NBA. So, that has nothing to do with basketball. You know what I'm saying? That's why Eric Spoelstra is one of the greatest coaches. And he, you know what I'm saying? He was
he don't get a lot of credit either.
And he was a coordinator. So that doesn't so you can't just tell me just playing, you know what I'm saying? Every great coach didn't play.
That's true.
So therefore, for me to see the game, I can see.
Well,
we know he's not the best player.
But they can't, you play professional, so they can't.
Yeah.
That's why we got a professional on the show. He brings the real facts to All Facts Sports, and one of the co-founders of All Facts Network.
But he's a great player though.
Who?
The MVP.
Oh yeah, he's a great player, but he wasn't MVP this year.
See, the thing is, for me, is the rules. That makes new great players. Okay. The rules.
Then we're gonna get into the rules.
Yeah.
But I want to get into something, and they're not gonna like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
John Morant.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Y'all got to relax, man. I'm not saying he can't be great, but to say he's transcendent right now, I don't agree because everything he's doing is AI. The jumper is what I question. The jumper, the ability to be able to close in seconds, and we need a jump shot for him to be able to come and make that jump shot. That's what I question. I don't think he's a good jump shooter.
Either was AI, but he's AI.
But that's what that's what I'm saying.
He's a lot taller than AI,
right?
And he's AI 2.0.
So, but see, we can't say he's transcended. So he's just he's another player. Like AI already put that thing up there. That's what I'm saying. So let's just say if he was a better shooter,
what makes him what makes him transcendent is his athletic ability is way more than Allen Iverson's.
But Allen did what he's doing. So what is transcendent?
Allen Iverson.
If Allen Iverson did what he's doing now, what is transcendent?
It's the new way of they play the game. So the way they play the game, it is because he does a lot of things that you used. So basically, a lot of stuff he does we weren't able to do far as like some of those moves and stuff. A coach would have sat you on the bench. That makes it transcending. Like
but when we say a coach, but this is what I'm saying though. Do you feel like he plays reckless at times?
No, I don't. I just feel like no. Reckless. What is reckless? Because on the basketball court, what is reckless? If you're a point guard,
when I say reckless, I feel like
he's an attacker.
I don't know this, and we don't have our Googler in here, and we kind of didn't go over pre-production, but to look at his stats, and I'll go tomorrow when we actually do our morning show, but I want to kind of look at his stats and what he's averaging from the field as far as field goal percentage.
So you think stats is everything in basketball and sports?
Well, in order for us to be able to, so I don't think they're everything. I think rings is. That's why I don't think LeBron is the greatest player, and I will put him. A lot of people, my greatest player, and I'll go back to that is Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron. I'm a rings guy, and I don't want to hear that Bill Russell. Please don't bring Bill Russell in here. He's a great player, but he played with people that was 5'5". There you go. So I don't want to hear that.
That's real.
6-0, you can't top it. You can't top it.
Take time off to play baseball. Father passed away.
Come back and win 3 more. Come on, man. Now, if you want to go to off the field, off the court, LeBron hands down is the greatest athlete to do it. Me personally, let me say as far as building schools, A lot of people say LeBron. I give Jalen Rose that props because I believe Jalen Rose was the first to have that title as far as building schools. But yeah, everything else as far as on the court, like don't get it messed up. LeBron's a great facilitator. He's a great basketball player. Let me get that. He's a bat. But when I'm talking about assassin, someone that's wanted to win a game, that take the game over. By all, I'm talking about Jordan.
So do you think that LeBron James is more transcending than Michael Jordan off the court? Because everybody,
as far because all you're gonna use shoes with me, right?
No,
okay.
I'm gonna say that everybody in every country wanted to be Michael Jordan. He was
I'm talking about off the as far as not off the court. They want to be Jordan, but they want to be Jordan. They want to be Jordan as far as on the court. That's what I'm talking about. Off the court as far as
I'm talking about everybody
political.
Everybody doesn't play basketball.
But then you said they want to be Jordan. That's the only way they can be Jordan.
They just like Michael Jordan.
Okay, as far as like what I'm saying,
transcending is when you go to another country and they've never done this stuff, and now they love America off of you. When he went to Barcelona,
so global, as far as a global icon, no, he doesn't. But I'm talking about as far as off the court and the impact that LeBron brings as far as the social justice. You know, Jordan said at one point Republican wearing sneakers too, so he wasn't getting this. So again, LeBron with the movement, the hoodie, having a voice within the NBA to be able to dictate how he wants the political things to go to coexist with the NBA.
So I don't think his voice is for everyone.
What do you mean by that?
His voice is not for every black person. Don't agree with LeBron James. That's the thing.
I don't know, but I don't say every person agrees. What I'm getting at is right here.
So off the court, to me, he's not the most transcending player.
As far no. Okay, we'll take transcendent out of it. As far as impact. As far as impact in the business, yes.
As far as business,
yeah,
he's impact.
Yes, and social justice.
I just don't see the social justice part.
Oh, from LeBron?
No, not for me. He hasn't done anything for me to say that. I haven't seen anything. Besides, because you wore a sweater, that doesn't do nothing for me.
I want to say he did more. I'm saying that I'm saying for him attending different city council meetings, for him actually getting out there in the field when he was the one that first people.
He's not the first person doing it.
I'm talking about as far as making an impact in today's time for our players. Most players said that wasn't role model. LeBron embraced the role model part.
Now was Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wanted to be role models.
But see, a lot of when
guess what a role model becomes? Whoever they put in front of us.
Well, Jordan, do you think? Okay,
yeah, they put Jordan in front of us.
But do you think Jordan embraced that, like LeBron? Yeah. Jordan wanted to act. You know, Jordan. Listen, man.
Yeah, Jordan do.
Well, okay. See what I mean by this. LeBron and I knock LeBron for this, but I don't knock you for this. But LeBron is friends with everyone. You know, when Jordan played, he didn't like him.
The thing is that he comes from an era where they're all friendly like that. So they're all friendly.
So that's what I'm saying. So he got when you can get most of your LeBron has a sports agency.
Now it's not.
Hold on, so let me say
those are his friends though.
But this is what I'm saying. He has a sports agency, right? This is what I mean the impact off here. The thing he did with his friends that surround you, put them in position to be CEOs and bosses, whether it's over his estates or not. But them being able to make an impact to now.
That has to be a collective agreement, though. That's not one person.
As far as what? But that's LeBron. I'm saying as far as him starting his business, though. But as far as him being able to actually.
See, what I'm trying to say is like, that's cool. You can start the business. You might have the money, but I got the brains. So at the end of the day, he didn't have the money, the brains, and everything, and they just didn't do nothing. So
I know agreement. I'm agreement with that. But
so to put me in position is
what? But no, we can say it because we don't know YouTube. No.
We don't do that.
No. What we do is this is our words. This is not from YouTube. This is not from Facebook or Instagram. These are our words. These are the words that are sent out of our mouth. They have no reliability behind this, no liability behind this. But we want this is all Factz Sports. We speak facts. Go ahead.
Because what it is like it's like any entity, right? Mm-hmm. So there's always a face, right?
Okay.
That does not mean that you were so to the natural eye,
yep.
The face always looks like that's the person who put everything in order, everything in control. It's not always like that though. You know what I'm saying? We've never heard them say that LeBron put everything in control. And he's never said that.
But Maverick has in his book. I mean, Rich Paul did say that LeBron made sure that we went to school to be able to run these different businesses. That they all had. You're right. As a collective, they all had these dreams. You're right.
There you go.
Okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah. Let me refresh.
Because you got to understand that they sacrificed for LeBron.
No. You're right. No. You're right. Okay. Yeah. So what I mean by
real hoopers.
Okay, the professional. DC, you're correct.
Real basketball players that actually
did sacrifice their dreams
for
to
their
be able. Okay. So as a collective, as you said, so
yeah.
I like that. Thank you for doing that and clarifying that. As a collective, but that shows you the belief that they had in LeBron then.
Yeah.
Which a lot of our especially our kind have a hard problem with doing.
That wasn't overnight though. This is somebody that
correct.
This is somebody they was with and slept with and everything every day. You know what I'm saying? So they know this guy. You know what I'm saying? Not only they were all like really brothers. You feel me? Now black people is they were really like brothers.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, we're gonna sacrifice. You gonna do this, and he like I'm gonna do this for y'all, and y'all gonna do this for me. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a collective bargain.
It's a collective. You know what I'm saying? Which is smart as a whole.
Yeah.
But what it is when we just see LeBron, we like, oh, he has the money, so it's not like that.
You know what? You're right, but we know that, and I'm sure a lot of people are starting to see that it's not ran with that because LeBron plays too much. So we know that the background is played by Rich Paul, Maverick. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Again,
they need more credit.
You're right.
That's the thing.
And again, I've reached out to Rich Paul to be able to get him on our show, Entrepreneur Talk, and also on All Factz Sports. Again, this show is geared towards the players. You will not see us bash a player. You will not see us use a player in a debate. They're passed to be able to win a debate. Our thing about it is we would like for our players to have a place where they can come and they know we're talking straight facts about the game on the court. I don't care about whatever you do off the court. I don't care. I won't even mention it. It won't be no breaking news that you did this because at the end of the day, we want to keep it geared towards sports.
And if it is off the court, it's going to be something that you actually done. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about LeBron creating the schools and all that. It'll be something like that before, you know what I'm saying, bashing you. No, I'm saying we're going to have a different opinion.
And if we do have something to say about
it,
we do tag y'all on Twitter to let y'all know, hey, we will be saying this about you guys on the show today. Would you like to rebuttal? We're going to talk about whether Harden, before he got into this shooting spree that he did the other night, But going back to, let's go ahead and make our bets first. Let's kind of go to this. Shout out Chris, the expert on the bets, who's our official bet guy on our Chris, show. Man. Shout out to Kev, another host of All Factz Sports. And again, shout out to the team behind us. We got Nally will be the new moderator of our show. Miss Nat, she also does artist talk. She actually be the moderator once we start going into our new office space that we got, where we will be doing Independent Road Success Network, where a lot of our shows will be filmed at also. Transitioning. Who? Let me get your picks out coming out of the East. Who's coming out of the East right now?
Woo! Are you saying thinking with as a gambler or thinking as a basketball player?
Nope. I need you as DC, the professional. You're on your off season right now. He plays overseas. You guys.
I'm gonna go with. All right, man. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I gotta be honest. When it comes down to it, you know what? I love Giannis, right? I'm going with the young guy this year. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum over there.
So we both are in agreement because that's who I'm going with. Anybody that know me, shout out to my mom. She's Boston. She's a Boston, and my dad. I'm a diehard Warrior. Everybody know I was going to Warrior game. Shout out to my guy Kev from High Street. We were going when people went right. Game. Even when people weren't even going.
We ain't going to Warriors game.
But
Warriors.
Everybody know I was a huge Kevin Garnett fan. Favorite player right now is Durant, but favorite player was Kevin Garnett.
He's the first. He's actually the first Kevin Durant.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest.
Right. Yes.
Because what people don't understand is each generation is taught a different skill.
Because the game transitions.
They transition because they change the rules. So that's a way for them to say transition. It only transitions because the rules change.
Okay.
Otherwise, how would it transition? The game would be the same.
That's true.
The game's not the same because the rules is different. So it's always transition. You know what I'm saying? It's always transition, you know what I'm saying, to make it better.
Okay.
So the rules always got to change to make it better. Because when Jordan was playing, it was 89 to 79. You know what I'm saying? Because you can really
low
play
scores. But you can, man, you would do punishment. Like these players now, like that Draymond Green foul, that Gary Payton foul, that was uncalled for.
You think? See, I'm talking real basketball.
Whoa.
I'm a real Warriors fan.
He ran down. He was already down there. And the fact he didn't go for the ball, it went over like this. That's why. If he was going for straight ball and it was contact, cool, that happens. But
Brandon Payton. I love your little brother. Listen.
Shout out to B. Payton, man. He used to play at the park, man.
Listen.
High Street, man.
You know how tough your dad and them was. What? And your grandpa. So you know.
But I would think Gary Payton would say that was 32.
No, the glove was dirty.
But I'm saying.
Was
that payback for some shit Gary Payton did?
Nah, man, you never know though. But, you never know though, because shout out Gary Payton. The thing is, they could play real defense. That's why Gary Payton could play D. He could actually. They allowed him to play defense. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do that with Gary Payton. That was for me. So I was playing in the ABA league in the ABA for a team in Riverside. Sean Rooks was my coach.
Okay.
Sean Rooks and Vincent Askew.
Okay.
They told me I was Gary Payton Jr. The defense, you know what I'm saying? That's why Marcus Smart is so good. They allow him to still play defense, which is I don't understand why only some people are allowed.
I was gonna say that. Why is that not that's a lost cause, man? Like within here, like within the NBA now. But before we go, we're gonna go back to the defense part. I'm taking same as DC the professional. I'm actually taking Boston out of the East. I'm taking them to defeat. Wait for it. Actually, I'm lying. No, I'm not. I'm taking Philly. Ooh. Shout out to Jeter, one of the creators of the whole empire. He's a diehard Boston fan. He gonna talk about me.
Embiid?
I'm taking Embiid. Reason being, Tyrese Maxey is going to be the key to them getting out the East.
Y'all better start talking about
I didn't say Harden. That's a Kentucky boy too, ain't
he? You know it.
Okay. I didn't say Harden. I didn't say Joe.
Y'all better start talking about Tyrese Maxey.
That
boy is nasty.
Y'all know who we got. Of course, y'all know who we got coming out of the West.
Man, come on, man. That's big Warriors. Man.
So, what we're going to do, we got the Warriors coming out of the West. He has Boston. I have Philly. I have the Warriors beating Philly 7 games with, wait for it, Jordan Poole hitting the corner shot, game 7. The same side 40 himself for the winner. My score, final. Y'all mark this. It'll be Golden State 112. Philly 110.
Is that close?
Steph Curry will get his first Finals MVP.
Ooh.
Steph Curry will average 34 points a game. Y'all mark me. Klay Thompson will average 24 with Poole at 22. Draymond will average a triple-double in the finals. With 7 games. Give me your prediction.
Oh, man. I got the Warriors 4-2, Boston.
Whoa. I got to push back on that. I'm not going to let you do Boston like that. I'm a die.
4-2.
Tatum can't get. Hold up.
He's going to get 2. The 2 in Boston. I just gave him this 2.
He can't steal one? Him and Brown?
Ain't not stealing that.
Now, that's a matchup that'll be deadly because both teams have no big men, right? But the thing about it is that fucking Marcus Smart, their perimeter can lock down. I'm not gonna lie. That Smart, Tatum, and Brown can D your ass up. With that boy, is it Woods? I mean, not Woods, because we know he 12 from Boston.
Oh, you talking about Buff Lights?
Yeah, Buff Lights. Yeah. And then the defense that they run. See, the thing about Boston is cool. Boston is predicated on defense, which we're predicated on offense and defense.
That's cool. But they're not predicated on. No one runs as many screens and down screens, V cuts and back cuts, and run a baseline as much as the Warriors. You have to be able to keep up a whole game doing that. And that's what happens. People get a little. All they need you to do, listen, it's the NBA. We talking about professionals of the professionals, right?
Right.
Everyone in there could score, right?
Mm-hmm.
The game always going to be somewhere usually tight. And guess what? They tire you out in the end.
That's why they came back tonight.
Because you're going to get tired.
Right.
You're going to get sick of chasing them people around.
Right.
You get sick of chasing them around. But like I said, 4-2, and then it's going to be a 116-109.
Final score?
Final score. 116-109, Warriors 4-2.
With other news, we see Mike Brown have accepted the Sacramento Kings game.
Oh, the greatest thing that ever happened to him?
You know what? I think Mike Brown, with having played with the Warriors now and playing with LeBron and winning the chip with, I think this is going to be a good one. I would have preferred Mark Jackson. He builds teams with great talent.
Mark Jackson is a great coach, man. You know what?
I don't think he'd ever get. He's haven't coached in about 8 years. What, 15?
Mark Jackson, it doesn't have the same belief system as the NBA.
Right, and that's the thing about it, and that's another thing is that we all know what killed him, but hey,
sometimes your Christian values can cost you.
You're right, but I stand on your beliefs.
It's called a martyr.
Right, but standing on your beliefs.
That's what a martyr is.
Well, thank you for educating. Again, I feel like this right here. With the Kings, with the hire of Mike Brown and Mike being able to bring a championship mentality, you watch what I tell you with those boys. With having that Sabonis guy, De'Aaron Fox, they still got Buddy Hield, right? No, they traded Buddy Hield. No,
I think they still kept him.
Okay. No, yeah, I think they did, but we'll find out for the morning show. They got a good nucleus. I like their young guns, man. Shout out to Kev, who's the official host on the show. Him and the boy who left the Kings. That was the rookie,
Tyler. That's
he cut man. Listen, he cuts his hair. Shout out to Tyler
Halliburton.
Hey, still mess with my guy Kev. Just flew him out to the game. Still cuts his hair, man. That's a humble guy. Shout out to Kev, you guys. Again, you guys in the Sacramento area, y'all on 24th and between the 24th and Fruit Ridge area, please stop by his barbershop, man. Great cuts, man. Great.
Going crazy.
Again, also, our other calls. Chris, you guys, you're in the Sacramento area. Y'all need a mount. Please. Chris Howard on Facebook. I believe it's Mount Up. Best in the game. Because he just doesn't mount your TV. He's going to make sure it's at a great location. If it's center right, the whole shit. While I'm doing that, shout out to our official sponsor, Rec Tips. You guys want to smoke great with a smooth inhale? Go to rectips.com. Please purchase them. You purchase 2, send us the receipt in our inbox. We will actually be picking 2 people to send a $25 cash out to. Our next sponsor is the Liquor Locker in Roseville, California. Address, please.
115 Garland Way.
Y'all stop at the Liquor Locker. Y'all purchase 2/5 of Hennessy. Y'all send us the receipts. We will be doing a cash app of $50 and a shirt also, an Artist Talk shirt. So again, make sure y'all go to Liquor Locker, Roseville, California. Next sponsor, Click Vodka.
Click Vodka.
The best vodka in the game.
Tasties.
Some of the ladies from our shows, that's what they make their drinks with. Click Vodka, man.
Real flavor.
Listen, you guys. Click Vodka ATL. Go to their website. Purchase. Let them know. Artist Talk sent you.
We sent you.
All Factz Sports sent you.
We sent you.
Matter of fact, just let them know Independent Road to Success Network sent you.
Man.
Send us your receipt. We got something special for you. A chance to host a show with us. I'm going to make it even better. A $20 cash app. A bottle of Click Vodka. And also your name goes in the raffle for the end of season of All Factz Sports. Ooh, get a chance to win $1,000.
Oh my goodness. Can I put my name in?
I wish we could.
Oh man.
I need you guys to please like, subscribe, share, follow, become a part of the All Factz family.
Yes.
Again, we would love for you guys to support it. Going back into the transition into the golf. Actually, no, I got to do something. We got a new show coming on our network, All Factz Sports Network, AFSN. Yes, sir. We have a new show called Fishing, the Fishing Show. The Ed and Buck Fishing Show will be coming next month. Ed will show you guys the proper way to fish. He will also show you the proper pose, the proper baits, the weather. Shout out to Ed. He will be on that show along with special guest Spice, who actually is a great fisher. So again, I look forward to the show that we're producing. That's about to come out, man. It's going to be a dope show.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, can't wait. Next week, we will have one of our co-hosts who will actually co-host if me and him are not here, Marshawn Ferris.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell y'all about Marshawn was LeBron in Oakland before LeBron.
Come on, man. Real old high, man. Come on.
People used to sell out. Listen, they'll wait at the door to watch a Marshawn game.
Marshawn's going crazy.
Besides my brother was Baby Jordan. My brother, anybody that played in Oakland from that 95 era or that 90, 93, all that eras of A, y'all know my brother was busting people's ass. Mark Spencer, could nobody fuck with Baby Jordan.
Come on, man, Mark.
Facts. Play with Eddie House at Hayward High. See my brother bust his ass. No lie.
Going crazy. Real. And shout out
and
to Eddie,
Walker.
too.
Shout out to Eddie. And Michael House.
And D. Walker on everything.
Yeah, D. Walker.
Yeah, man, come on.
What's the Seth Felipe? What's that park in Hayward that everybody used to play? Brother used to bust his ass up there.
Yeah.
But going back to Marshawn, let me tell y'all something, man.
The man.
One of the best.
Definitely.
Listen. Shout out to Rick, too.
Oh, cousin Rick.
Conley, man. Let me tell you something, man.
Come on,
point guard.
Man. Come on, man.
Anyway, that old high squad, listen, I'll tell anybody, that old high squad, boy, shout out to Ron. We called him Charles Barkley. Brandon Gilbert.
Boy.
Larry Santage. What's up, missing from them? Female hooper. Ebony. Let me tell y'all something. Rest in peace to our brother Buck, who actually,
Buck was so cold.
The Fisher Show, the Ed, Rail, and Buck Show.
Come on, man.
That's who his name. Listen, Ebony, that was Maya Moore before Maya. Ebony used to bust bitches' ass out. Oh, excuse my language. Let me tell you something. Listen, I used to go to girls' games just to watch her. No lie. I used to be on her autograph. It's a young female out of Oakland now. She go to Roseville. Nobody fucking with her right now. This girl, am I like Lil Maya?
Yeah, oh no, it's going crazy. I'm talking about extra
It's
crazy.
a girl in Sacramento that go to Sac City, Maya.
Oh man.
Another Maya. Let me tell you, she played varsity on that girl. She raw. About she like my daughter height. About 6 raw. I'm talking about right now. I think she threw up 24 the other night.
Yeah.
She's another one that's going to the league.
We forget though. Jermaine Washington. Jabari Brown.
Jabari. I'm gonna go back to them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out to my high school because we got a segment high school sports.
We can't wait to get to that. That's gonna be nice. At high school sports, right?
Excuse me. Chris, he's out of Vegas. Let me tell y'all something about Chris. He just accepted a scholarship to Arizona. I want to get it straight. Chris, two-sport athlete, raw, 4.0.
Chris.
I'm missing somebody. There was one more youngster out of Sacramento. Oh, J-Boy daughter. She goes to Monterey Trail, point guard.
Definitely. Oh yeah,
She the truth.
Yeah.
She the truth. Shout out to Nisi Poo.
Dub 20 nephew.
I was just about to get on that.
Yeah.
Because him and Chris White, they were going back and forth.
Yep.
Shout out to these youngsters, man. Like I said.
He just got accepted in the ASU.
See?
Yeah.
Who
Quadir.
And Chris went to AFSN Academy. He's at one of them schools, colleges that prep. He's smart as hell.
Shout out all of
He had LSU too. This is how smart he was. He had LSU, but his thing about it, Chris wanted to play wide receiver and corner. Me personally, I told his mom he lost fuck at corner.
Quadir just got accepted to LSU the other day.
See, that's what I'm saying. But see, Chris was smart enough to say,
yeah.
I want to be able to play both sports. So shout out to the youngsters, man.
Shout out. Yes, sir.
I'm missing one more. She goes to Franklin. Shout out to my guy, Foreign. Oh, God. I'm going to get back to it, but she's at Franklin. Young lady, raw as hell. Again, we try to advocate sports. We right now, if you're in the Sacramento area, you have any youth. We have the Sacramento Raiders. Listen, y'all, we're back. The Raiders are back. It's not the old Sacramento Raiders. We went vintage. We took it back to when the Raiders, they practiced community and they had the community folks at the games. That's how we brought it back. So with that, we have the college prep, the Curdy College Prep Program.
Rest in peace, Curdy.
Rest in peace, Curdy. What this does is that, again, we advocate college prep programs, which means our 14-year-olds, they have Zoom meetings. They have mandatory Zoom meetings. Sundays, they have resume building and job building. We also have them being a part of the city council meeting where we attend city council meetings to be able to have our kids advocate the money that these programs that they be given to be able to let the kids in these programs know where they want the money. We also make sure that our kids have tutors. We check Instagram. Like seriously, we work with the parents. We tell the parents, if your kid is at home and you got to tell them 5 times to take out the garbage, but they come to practice and we can tell them 1 time to run the route, tell us. So we can make sure that we are on their ass.
Definitely.
We're the type, we pop up at school. Kids off our program. What we do is pour their scholarship. Now mom has to not only pay the full amount, she has to attend these classes with you, which we will be involved with. Again, we got to get the youth sports back to being wins off the field so they can convert to on the field. Like I said, we're like the De La Salle of youth football, the Patriots of youth football, the San Antonio Spurs. It's a system, but it starts with student athlete first.
Since it's a youngsters, De La Salle definitely.
Right. We have the first media program. Why can't Sacramento Raiders build the next Stephen A. Smith or the Maria Taylor? So we have media where our kids will cover the game. If you go to YouTube and go to Sacramento's Raiders news channel, please follow them. Because again, we're having the youngsters get involved now. They will be at the games doing sideline reporting in the booth reporting, live on Facebook and YouTube. So the parents that's working or the grandmother that can't come, they can still see their kids. We also have an after game press conference where the youngsters come up to the backdrop, the table set up, they talk about the game. This gives our student athletes an opportunity to learn how to speak within media. Stay saying, you know what I'm saying, or not, they learn how to talk. We need men and women, because not every young man and woman wants to be a cheerleader or a football player. But best believe all these kids can use what? Their phone.
Definitely.
And guess what? Our media program is costing us. We also have the Curry cleanup crew, where we're paying youngsters to be self-entrepreneurs now. We get their equipment, and what they do is they start by cleaning our stadium. Then we have them go to other youth football fields and clean up. So again, these are the programs that the Sacramento Raiders are bringing, along with the women's empowerment program that, shout out to Miss Valencia, is starting. Where she's going to get some of the cheerleaders, some of the young ladies to start doing these empowerment movements. So again, the Sacramento Raiders are not just about wins on a football field. We need wins off the football field. We tell our youngsters,
real life wins.
Real life. If we catch you at the mall and your parent don't know, or you haven't checked in with a coach, oh, you with us now. Because again, it starts at these Delta Shores and these things like this. We make sure that we have what? Mental health check-in. Yeah. Every day before practice. What we don't know, and you guys, some of these kids look up towards coaches. If us coaches, we start with us. Scale to 1 to 10, we ask about our financial. How you doing financially? See, kids be afraid to hey, man, my parents might be struggling, so this kid might want to go hit a lick. But if they see coaches maybe, hey, man, today I'm a 4 on financial this month, then guess what? They can feel safe to run while all the kids are working out. Come to one of us, man, I'm having this problem. Or mental. Yeah. So again, we're advocating different at the Sacramento Raiders. The black hole with the parents. Listen, we got a cheer team for our parents. Are we traveling? We want the parents to be coordinated with us. If you drop your kid off at practice, we understand people have job stuff. We ask you to volunteer because more important, we need the kids to see their parents at practices. Fathers, mothers, grandmas. If you guys doesn't have the financial means, please reach out to them. We have scholarships. But we have to also be able to see that it's a real struggle. Again, DC has implemented health with our program. Some of our linemen will have meal prep programs with him. We're trying to make sure that these youngsters see the whole life. It's a person that went to Grambling, that played overseas. So being by that, he's able to actually come aboard and show these youngsters the proper way of preparing for college, preparing for the life after college. Mm-hmm. As far as not every young man will go to the league.
Not at all. And that's the biggest misconception that we teach our man, because we all we do is show the NBA, MLB, but there's so many other leagues to make so much money.
Right.
And then I know players out here from Sacramento, since we're talking about Sacramento. Correct. Of course, we know the Bay Area. We know a lot of players that have done this. But we're talking about Sacramento because they don't produce and talk about the players. I know a player right now, they got Kevin Galloway. You ever heard of him?
Yes, yes.
He went he played in the SWAC too. That's the same conference. I mean, he's a lot younger than me. But what I'm saying is he made so much money playing overseas. Like
Jalen Sanders.
Jalen Sanders.
From Sacramento, who actually, listen, Jalen is so dope. He trained my son, Dejan. Jalen, let me tell y'all something about Jalen. He had a tragic accident in kids, youngsters. Let me tell y'all about that word. You know, we always have words of the day at practice. Our kids know determination. He was into an accident where a car was totaled. Never thought he'd play. Before that happened, he was overseas in Canadian. Mind you, he played for the Saints and everything. I'm telling you guys the story. Went to, I want to say, Franklin, if I'm not mistaken, but went to Oklahoma, got drafted by the Saints. Shout out to his father, Mr. Sanders, who's a mentor to us, me personally. My cousin, Mr. Ellis. Ellis, if y'all know about youth sports, football, Ellis Jenkins, K. Jeter. Shout out to Bam also, who's over at the Bulldogs.
Shout out Bam.
Which I'm very proud of Bam also taking that team. But these are people who touched Jalen. Jalen got into this accident. Bounced back, and he's overseas right now, back in the Canadian League. Determination, hard work pays off.
Yeah, we gotta promote that there's other leagues.
Right.
If y'all work hard, there are other leagues. The thing is,
because
those are definitely pros.
Correct.
That's not semi-pros or nothing. See, in America, you're gonna call him a semi-pro. When he gets to another country, he's a pro
athlete.
He's a professional, and they're gonna treat him a lot better than he's treated in America at the same time, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They have players like Philip Ritchie, who was in Italy on the front of the magazines and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's players out here. I mean, it's a lot of players though that came from Sacramento. That's pretty nice. Sure.
Right. But again, it starts within the youth sports. That's why we have this community activist team, you guys, and this is what this is about. Like I said, we parents, coaches, and kids, we will be at the Sacramento City Council meetings, especially they're about to give a lot of money to the youth areas. They take this money, you guys, we don't know where the money goes. They put them in programs that we have nothing to do about because they put very little funds to keep the rest. Yeah. I'm not saying these are facts, but these are for me looking because the youth sports will be a lot bigger. Facts. So what we're going to do is have our kids be the voice. We're walking into these city council meetings with our Sacramento Raiders attire on, with our polo shirts, and we're going to be the voice. Like we said, our kids has to go to the game 2.5 hours early. They have to wear suits. Game day. It's curfews. Start teaching them how to be professional young men, not professional athletes, professional young men and women, which meaning if you're professional already, when it comes to that athlete, that's easy. Coaches at the Sac Raiders, we want coaches that's there for the kids off the field more than on the field. And what I mean by that is trying to teach them life, then plays, making sure that those that's not fortunate enough to have this, but have the athletic, we work even more with them.
But you know that starts with the coaches having a lot of them have an ego.
But you know, that's what I said. I'm saying for us, you're right. But you notice we don't have egos over there.
Yeah, they have a lot of them have it. So a lot of coaches have egos, so they don't. What I'm trying to say, and a lot of them, a lot of them didn't make it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they put that pressure on the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things. You know what I'm saying? That the coach didn't. So he has to. He's demanding respect instead of.
I got you.
Yeah, instead of showing them and he's going to give him respect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They demanding respect later on is going to crash. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to clash. At the end, it's going to crash, and then y'all going to clash at the end. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you earn respect from the kids because those aren't your kids at home. No, so these are somebody else's kids. Right. And the way kids are taught now is that the only people you listen to is your mama and your daddy. You know what I'm saying? We was taught you listen to the whole village.
The neighbor can whoop your ass.
There we go.
And then when you get home, your mama gonna whoop your ass.
There you go.
And then when you get home, if you have to die, he gonna whoop your ass.
There you go.
And then if you happen to go to granny house to share her what happened, she gonna whoop your ass.
There you go.
So again, it was a cycle. But again, you know, a lot of these parents put their kids in youth sports and not attend it.
Yeah.
Because it's a getaway for them. The parents. If you're going to put your kids in youth sports, put them in there with the mind frame of using this to if you're a single mom, yes, having them come and be able to get the discipline, but you also have to be on that sideline so he can see the support. One last thing before we wrap up tonight, because we will be on air tomorrow morning, you guys, for the start of our show. And again, like I said, please like, subscribe, follow our Instagram page, All Factz Sports, on IG. We give cash giveaways, you guys. Again, we love to make sure that we also do more showing as far as some of our sports events. Like I said, shout out to Ed, the new host of Ed's fishing show, and he will be live on dock somewhere. DC Bowls. We're trying to start a professional bowling team, as far as not professional, but a bowling team with our youngsters, men and women, co-ed.
Yeah, nice little bowling league.
Right, a bowling league. So again,
black people.
Thank you. Me and him plays golf. We're picking parents. We tell you what, if you have a young man or woman that you would love to play golf, contact us on our All Factz on Instagram. We're going to pick one young man and one woman to play for golf lessons and buy their clubs for them. We want to get young black, brown men and women into golf.
Definitely.
Also, we're challenging and we're about to partnership with some of these baseball leagues out here. When baseball come back around, we would do the same thing. We're going to pick two men and women, young man and young lady, to actually pay for their baseball and pay for 1 month or 1 week of lessons, something like that for baseball.
Right.
Whether it's
two weeks of batting cage, 2 weeks or something like that, so they have fun at the same time, because we want it to be about fun. Because they children at the same time, but at the same time they getting their work in.
And again, if you're a parent that would like for your kids to come out to the new Sacramento Raiders College Prep Program, please contact me. I'm sponsoring one kid as far as their scholarship goes. And if I get more parents to start following and liking this, I might pick 5 kids. I'm all about the, as they say, the cheering. I want to make sure that they have that life. And I'm not just talking about the sports, because again, anybody that knows Coach Marquise, a lot of the youngsters that used to say, "Oh, I don't want to go up to the 14-year-old," because they knew. But the good thing about it, shout out to Mom, I call her Mom, director of the Sacramento Raiders. Shout out to Bliff, my brother, Clifford, for having faith in me to bring me over there. And shout out to the board for allowing me to bring these concepts and ideas, and them actually believing in me enough to say, "Hey, Marquise, this is what we're going to do." Frank, everybody over at the Raiders, you guys, this is our season. Again, I guarantee you we win the championship off the field. I can guarantee you that, with the guarantee almost of us winning on.
Oh, definitely. Definitely with
the shout out to, I had to lose my offensive coordinator, my assistant head coach, person that helped me. Shout out to Dre. He actually took over the 6U at the Raiders.
Man, shout out, man.
Man, Dre was out there with them kids, man. I can't do younger, but Dre it was amazing to see how well Dre works with these kids. Somebody that was down there on his way to professional athlete college and everything, but the discipline Dre got. I love it, man. Shout out to Curdy, another coach, mentor. Shout out to him also. Big Kurt, too. Again, over at the Raiders, we got a great family atmosphere, you guys. We are advocated and predicated on making sure that we put these kids as student athletes, not athletes. I'm not trying to use your kids to have, like you said, bragging rights, because I didn't live my dream to hold up a trophy. See, I hate that.
That's the worst thing, man.
I want to be able to hold up scholarships. I want to be able to have parents, fathers. My biggest thing when I have fathers coming to me like, "Hey, man, I got my son now. We're really ready to come home and do our work." Because y'all do know, for each kid during school time, you bring in all A's. I got a coaching staff of 8. Each of my coaches got to give you $100. We had kids buy a PlayStation. That's called the Speedy Award. He started this student of the week, and we ran with it. Shout out to Speedy. Again, man, like I said, All Factz Sports, we will have high school. We're looking for 2 youngsters to co-host All Factz Sports, the high school edition, where they actually repaying for equipment. Y'all go to the high school games, come back to y'all YouTube channel, report the whole crap. So again, DC with forming this, like I said, he's going to do this kind of a basketball thing because the Raiders have an AAU team for basketball. DC, we're looking for. He's about to start training referees. He's actually a great referee. Did all games, professional, everything. So here's what I want to do. Men and women, I will have the link in the chat. I challenge you guys to come along with us and try to be great. Last but not least, we will be having a Father's Day ball. Fathers, it's time for you guys, us guys, to be celebrated. It's going to be a weekend of fun. We will give more details. Before we get out of here, I'm a diehard Niner fan. He's a Raider fan. I'm from Oakland. Y'all know that's funny. He's from the city. So y'all see how that. So we will be taking All Factz Sports on the road for the Raiders and Niners game.
Man.
We will be in the building, you guys.
Bang, bang.
Niner game.
We're going to shoot them down.
Listen, hey, Max, we got that theme song. They don't have a theme song, y'all.
We've been had a theme song.
Y'all don't have a theme song.
That's all. What? We've been had a theme song since 02.
Y'all don't have a theme song.
I'm a
Bang, bang, Niner game. Y'all not on the record. Hold on.
From the
Are y'all on the record?
Las Vegas.
Did that make the radio? Did that make? Listen.
Yeah, it was on the radio on 106.
Oh, hold on. And then we got Big Steppin'. Come on, man. We got Big Steppin'. We got two.
Look, cuz ain't talking about the Niners.
Listen, he talking about the Niners, man. He Big Steppin'. You see the Big Step? Listen.
He Big Frisco stepping.
Listen, we got the Niners, man. So we will
take Filmo stepping. You know what I'm talking about?
See what I'm saying? Listen, we will be on the road with All Factz Sports. Listen, that's going to be a ball. We will be going live in the stadium. We're going to do something different. Now we're going to shoot live our own show during the game. Listen, man, All Factz Sports. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned with us. Please like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe right now.
Let's not be good. Let's be great.
Definitely.
Young men and women. Health tip of the day. Watching John Sally. I encourage y'all. Follow John Sally. You athletes, it'll make y'all change. Vegan. I'm back at it. Shout out to Killer. I'm back at it. I'm back on my vegan hype, you guys. I cheated and went back to chicken for a minute. I'm done. I felt healthier. I felt lighter. I felt amazing when I wasn't eating nothing. But I'm also going to make sure that I get on a stricter diet, you know. I don't want to be preaching to my youngsters or on All Factz Sports, and I'm not ashamed.
I mean, you gotta. I mean, it's not that, I'm a little older, man. You gotta speak up, man. That's the next generation.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
We will also be playing golf.
Oh, we're gonna be on that course.
So we'll be y'all catch the next.
We're trying to invite somebody out there. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like to pay for somebody to come with us?
Yeah, we're gonna have to invite somebody on out there.
All right, I'll tell you what. The next person who actually subscribe, because we'll be able to subscribe to Independent Road to Success podcast. Subscribe. Then inbox us on All Factz Sports. Screenshot it. Go ahead.
Make sure they DM you.
Yeah. I was saying DM me because you do the All Factz Sports.
Yeah.
So DM us.
You gotta mention both of us. At both of us.
Oh, good job. That's okay. There you go. So at both of us. You're gonna kick it with All Factz Sports. You're gonna host. Actually, we're gonna have you host the show while we play golf. How about that?
That's gonna be.
So you have your own cart. We just need you to co-host the show.
Nice lunch.
Show us.
Nice lunch. Bar and grill. At the golf course. Y'all don't know how they get down.
And it's fun on the golf course. So again, thank you for those that tuned in tonight on All Factz Sports.
I gotta give an honor to God for even allowing us to do this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that man above.
Here we go.
Thank you for making everything happen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Shout out to the whole team. Miss Valencia.
Yes.
And Miss Hawkins. Thank you guys. They make sure one being in control of Unity Music Group and also Unity Management Group, and one being over the Unity Empire. A lot of people say y'all have late. Yes, ladies run our business. One thing about that, they're going to make sure that everything is ran efficient because we have big arguments. They know we have arguments, and it's a team thing. So shout out to the executive producer of this show.
Shout out,
Marquet.
Shout out, K.
Shout out to the producer of the show, K. Jeter. Oh, Skrilla. Shout out to the person who does the music soundtrack, Honcho.
Honch.
We love you. Shout out to also, I'm missing some people, Dip, who does the creative control. Said Jeter. Can I say them? Okay. Oh, our other co-host, Art.
Oh, yeah.
The ladies man.
Man, Art the ladies man.
Arthur, he will be on the show. He actually will be joining us a lot on the show. He's a Raider fan too, so y'all see how
Raider fan.
I believe
he's a real West Oakland kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of you know what I mean.
So again, you guys, y'all, my manager, any contact, Miss Hawkins, I will leave her information. Miss Dumyum, I will leave her information. You guys to contact me. And also, you need any booking for us to be able to do after-school programs as far as setting up 7-on-7s. We would like to have help after-school programs by us coming, hosting all Factz Sports, and actually implementing sports if they don't have it. If they do have it, trying to find a way to implement it at a better pace. Yeah. With that being said, I'm your co-host, Quise the Vet. This is DC the Professional. This is all Factz Sports. Check us out. Next episode. Until then, make sure, like we said, don't be good, be great. God bless.
God bless y'all. Have a great night.
Have a great night. And do that one.